Alright, so I'm going to be showing how to open up and disassemble this Acer Chromebook 13 cb5-311 series. Alright, so we're going to use a PH1 or JS1 screwdriver to remove all the screws from the bottom. You want to keep them in order because they can be different size, shape, and lengths. The way I do that is I put them in the pattern and I remove them like that, flat side down, just like this. So you got the row up there. We'll put them in on my desk in that pattern. Alright, so 5 up here, 4 here, and then 4 here. Alright, if this video helps you out, make sure to like, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their devices as well. If it helps you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. Alright, anyways, let's go ahead and continue removing all the screws from this laptop. There is a battery or Cmos reset button here. So if you use a little pin or a needle, you can actually push on that for about 15 seconds to drain the Cmos battery, and it should reset the computer. Sometimes it helps if it's having issues turning on properly. So if your computer's having that problem, you can go ahead and give that a shot. Okay, so the customer said their charger is having some issues, and we're gonna have to open this up, so let's go ahead and see. Apparently it's been having issues before. But let's see, I think I'm gonna pop this. It looks like this headphone jack sticks out, so we're probably gonna go from this side first. Okay, let's see, how does this pop out? Hopefully there's no hidden screws I'm gonna have to worry about. So we're gonna go from the front and see if it pops up. Right, I'm getting my fingernails in the gap and pushing with my thumbs. Looks like it's loose there. Okay, so it's popping out. Nice. And again, like I said, because the headphone jack is protruding out, we are going to lift from this side first, and then we're going to work our way over. Alright, let's go ahead and pop this side out as well. I'm going to pull this up, run my fingernail along there, and hopefully we can pop these clips out. Wow, it's holding tight, so, oh, there we go. Okay, so this is coming out. There we go, we had to kind of wiggle it a bit, and let's see. Oh, actually, the headphone jack is part of the, or attached to the cover here. So we're just going to flip this over. Okay, so before it was loose because it was wiggling around, and I think we used some hot glue to hold it in place. I'm going to try securing it a bit more and see if that helps. Alright, so we're going to actually get hot glue again and see about securing that even tighter. The internal plastic frame that holds it together looks like it's actually bad. So it used to have some plastic that held it in place, but that plastic broke. So what we're doing is we're going to use some hot glue. I'm looking inside and I actually don't really see any replaceable parts in here. So yeah, most likely you're not going to be able to replace anything here other than the headphone jack right there. And what else? You got a cable going to the trackpad, and then you got the battery here. So I'm not going to pull out the battery. It looks like there's only 2 screws holding it in place, and then this one cable that you just wiggle to pull it out. Charge port is replaceable as well, and then you got this connector here, I believe is for the speakers. But actually, there's one speaker cable here, and then this side has a speaker cable here. So LCD, LVDS connectors here. I'm not sure what this cable's for. Is there another speaker or something up underneath the front? I gotta be careful because this is attached. Oh, that's going into the screen, so it might be for the camera or the microphones. Alright. You also have the 2 wireless antennas here, and the wireless card is part of the motherboard. So yeah, nothing is replaceable in terms of upgrading and things like that, so keep that in mind. Alright, so I guess all we're going to do now is just get this thing held down with some more hot glue. Maybe I should put some glue over on the side. I don't know, it doesn't look like it pushes anywhere, so actually maybe a little. Okay, so we're going to try and fill that up and have that stay in place. Okay. I don't know what else I can use to hold it down. Let me try some pretty strong double stick adhesive underneath here maybe. Okay, I'm going to try some strong double stick adhesive underneath this. Let's actually clean up underneath that. So there's supposed to be plastic here that holds this in place, but apparently it's not strong enough and it broke. So yeah, we're going to try double stick adhesive and see if that solves the issue. And then we're going to use the hot glue to kind of help finish it up. Okay, so let me get some double stick adhesive here. This is too wide. I guess I can use that. I just cut it short. Okay, so we're going to cut a piece of this double stick adhesive. Okay. And we're going to cut it to fit in that groove there. So about to there. Actually, I wonder if I wrap it around the sides if that will work. Okay, let me cut this here. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this to the bottom of the charge port. Let me zoom in here so you guys can see better. Okay, so I'm going to stick the adhesive to the bottom of the charge port. Come on. Just like that. And then we're going to wrap it over the edges, just like this. And that way, when I drop it in here, it's going to stick to the sides as well, okay? So we got that wrapped over slightly. Let's go ahead and peel off the protective coating, just like that. Okay, and, oops, let's zoom back out. Okay, so now we're going to get it into this little groove down here. Make sure it stays lined up. And we're going to push that in. Okay, and hopefully that double stick tape will prevent it from moving around at all. And then the hot glue will help hold it even stronger. So yeah, I can already tell it's much stronger than before. So if I push on this, it doesn't really move around. But if we need to replace the charge port, it's pretty easy to replace. Just get that cable and we'll stick that. But let's go ahead and try with the hot glue first. Okay, so we're going to remelt this down. Okay. So we're just going to melt this back into place. Okay. So melt that all back into place. And it should stick down. And hot glue is pretty easy to remove if you ever need to remove it. So that's why I like to use it for this kind of thing. So if anything goes wrong and you need to replace the charge port in the end, you could always do that. Alright. Let's go ahead and melt this down. Alright. And stick that all back into place. Okay. And there we go. We should be good to go. Alright. So now we'll just let this completely harden again. Let it cool down. Alright. And then we'll reassemble everything. So pushing on top, it's already pretty well cooled down. Okay, and now if I move this, you can see it doesn't really move anywhere. Okay, so now that we're done with that, let's go ahead and put this thing back together, and hopefully the charge port will be nice and solid now. Okay, maybe we'll get this for a thumbnail. Alright, I'll hold that there. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this back together. So just swing it back over, and then just click everything back into place. Alright, pretty straightforward. There's no other special things to do here. Just get it all snapped back together. Okay, good. And then we'll just get the screws into place and we're good to go. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. If it did, again, please make sure to like, subscribe, share my channel with others so that they can learn how to upgrade and repair their devices as well. If it helped you save a bunch of money, please consider contributing a little to the channel. Every little bit helps and allows me to continue making these videos for a living. Alright, these are customer computers, so keep that in mind. By the time you see this video, I very likely won't have the computer anymore. So usually some people ask me about the other side of the motherboard and things like that. The best way to find that is you search the model of the computer, look for a motherboard online, and then a lot of times they'll have pictures around that you can find online. Alright, so anyways, let's get all of these back into place, and we're pretty much done. So you're welcome to stay as I put back the rest of the screws, but that's all there is to it. Alright, last few, 4 more screws at the bottom. Okay. Alright, and that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Let's drop this. Bye.